Hello everyone and good evening. Diablopins here. This film, I'd like to showcase a few pins from my Maleficent collection. This film will be one in a series of several films in which I showcase my entire pin collection. I decided to do a film on Maleficent first. One is because there's so many more pins of her character compared to the other characters that I collect, which include the Evil Queen, Old Hag, and Chernabog. I will go ahead and show you the pins stored in their plastic sleeves, and we'll go through them one by one in general, just my thoughts about them, how I arrange them, maybe a little facts or stories about how I came to possess the pin, and we'll see if there's anything else that comes up. All right, so thank you, and let's go ahead and get started. Okay, here we go. So this is a pin called Maleficent in frame, I believe, at Disney auctions, and this is the plastic sleeve overall, and I tend to store this size of Disney auction pins on the top row because of this. It's a little more oversized than compared to that pin. This is a smaller pin here, and I love it on the original back card, older pin. Another Disney auctions pin in Maleficent and Diablo here. I was happy to find this pin. This was a cast exclusive pin, and apparently there's these canoe races I don't know too much about, but a pin is made of the races, and that year was Maleficent and the Goons. We have 60th anniversary Maleficent and a Halloween. 1959 Maleficent. Disneyland favorites. There's a variation of this pin as well. And then we have Steampunk Maleficent. All right, showcasing more Disney auctions Maleficent here. We got her, just herself. This one in a series of these swirled marble pins here with her castle, Forbidden Mountain, and Diablo, my namesake. And then we have, I believe it's this pin from UK. It's a pretty good sized pin. Prince Philip, overwhelming, or I'm sorry, reverse, hello. Maleficent beating Prince Philip. I love Maleficent. Now, look, this is such a perfect pin. I mean, how appropriate for us, right? This is a pin from the Happy Haunts frame set. I believe it's limited edition of 15. This is an old pin here that shows a scene from the movie here. This is a Disneyland Paris Maleficent pin, older, and as this is too, and this one. So all three are together like that. Fantillusion, and this Maleficent pin. Here we have, I believe, a lanyard pin. Disney Tokyo Resort. And this opens up. It's a hinge pin. I think you can see Maleficent's lips underneath. This is an older and valuable pin here. Every time Halloween comes around, the villains make an appearance, and there's always going to be a Maleficent pin for Halloween. This is a great pin here. I'll have to show it to you open, but it opens up. I think it's to 3 different scenes. It's a beautiful pin. Ornament. Her name, and another one on the original back card here. We have a Disney Cruise Line Maleficent. I love it, with her goons there looking up at her. Luggage looks like it's Louis Vuitton. What do you think? Now, this here we have a Disney auction circular pin. Character of the Month Maleficent. Great expression on her. More recent pin from Mistress of Evil movie, live action. I include some villain group pins in the collection, and I included this one just because it had Maleficent in it, even though I don't collect those other characters. Another live action. Maleficent in Toontown. Stretching portraits from the Haunted Mansion with their goon with an axe in his head. And Phantasmic, of course. That her flame moves. Again, another Halloween Maleficent pin. It's a hinge pin. When possible, I like to display the hinge pins both displayed and closed like that. Displayed and closed. So this middle one here is a really cool dragon one. This was a bolo lanyard pin, but I had it removed and I had a friend put in 2 pin posts in the back to have it as a pin. Very cool. Another Halloween pin. And the goons dress as Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather. They're in drag. This is another, one of those clasps that you put at the bottom of your lanyard. So again, I had it fashioned in a way to put 2 pin backs on the back and made it into this nice large pin. And then we have this smaller enamel pin, another smaller pin, and a loungefly pin. This is of a spinning wheel. More Disney auctions pins. Maleficent and her goons. She's picking them up. They all seem to kind of really enjoy being in her presence despite her lightning on them. Mosaic Maleficent. Diablo with the Forbidden Mountain. This is from, I believe, Japan. I would love to get this on its original back card. It's a Disney Shopping Maleficent Confidence pin. Classic pose of her clutching her pearls. The Disney auctions. You put a spell on me. Be my Valentine. This was in a series. Chernobog appears in all the pins of all the villains. Disney shopping pin and another Phantasmic pin, 10th anniversary. This was a recent mystery pack release, the butterfly. Very cool. Even though I did not run this, I thought it was awesome. I think it's a great pin. Twilight Zone Tower of Terror before it became what it is now, which is Guardians of the Galaxy, I believe. I really like this pin. Disney auctions older pin. There's so much going on here that it's so uncharacteristic. It's them in a different environment, a holiday. The goons wearing the Santa Claus hat, and Maleficent obviously not approving of her goons eating candy while on the job. This is the Pin Trader Delight pin, the dragon. I believe this was the 3rd one released. This is another bolo pin that I made into a pin. And another Halloween pin. This is the variation, or actually this was the original, and the first one we showed in the video was a variation of this pin. Phantasmic, and be on the lookout, Maleficent as Dragon. This is a WDI pin. The villains pop. Now you shall deal with me. We have a dangle pin here, Phantasmic. This is a really nice intricate detail in this pin, the border, but also just the design itself. This is a relatively older, harder to find Maleficent pin from the Disney Soda Fountain and Studio Store. This is a really cute pin from Hong Kong Disneyland. The Studio Store as well. Hollywood Tower Hotel. Maleficent. Artfully Evil, a more recent pin release, and these two I decided to include together just because one is a chaser and that fits the other, and they both fit in the same sleeve. Here we have the Hollywood Tower Hotel pin, and that is different in that this is, I believe, the Haunted Mansion, whereas this one is another, I believe it's a Haunted Mansion. One's one at Walt Disney World, one's at Disneyland. So that's the difference between the two. This is a rarity. LE25 is part of a mystery pack. This is from the Villains frame set. Wonderfully Wicked, another dangle pin. And another hinge pin we have here. Party Planner. Be My Valentine. Right next to Happy Valentines. And again, we have the chaser with the pin. These were well known to be scraped, so I made sure I had the authentic. Look at this, cutes. The goon with the ice cream. This is a really cool pin. It's like this Maleficent dragon all in her body. Her full body is shown, dark black color. It's from a frame set. And there's our Diablo, my namesake. Just surprised at how big that sundae is. Look at this goon. This is Japan pin, and Maleficent is misspelled. Hello. Another goon. Another goon looking up. Cute. A cute goon. And he's LE50, I believe, from a frame set. And we have this goon. So many of these goons actually are from a frame set, which includes this pin. And I decided just to include this other goon because this is kind of a goon themed sleeve. There we have it. And there you have it. So there I showed you about 90 pins in my Maleficent collection. Really, it's just 10 pages in one binder, the plastic sleeves. So I have plenty more and I would love to show them to you in future films. So thank you for viewing, and please subscribe and comment and like the video so I can show more content. I have so much to share and I would love to share it with you guys. So thank you again, and as always, take care.